If there's anyone here with us, can you give us a sign?
For Paul Kingsbury,
you can also knock on the walls or the tables.
This is a regular day at the office.
I am fully immersed within the research.
Research he's conducting as a professor at Simon Fraser University.
So are you near the mirror now?
A lot of scientists have looked at paranormal cultures in terms of folklore. I'm really interested in studying people themselves. I'm not trying to prove whether ghosts exist, but rather to understand why people get involved with this, who does paranormal investigations, and how they conduct their investigations.
Let's get this stuff up on the table.
Simply put, Paul is investigating the investigators. In this case, Daryl Pearson and his team.
Northern Paranormal Investigations is a group that investigate, evaluate, and hopefully explain occurrences of paranormal activity. My goal is to help those that are dealing with it better understand what they're dealing with and how to cope with it.
They've been working at this house for the last 2 years, trying to make sense of what's been haunting Kim and her family since they moved in.
We had channels changing on their own, TV turning off, computer in the office would turn on and off on its own, and then things progressively got more active, I guess. Balls coming out of bedrooms, bouncing across the floor. My kids were scared to sleep in the room at night, and it got to the point where, we had to call someone to get some answers. You open the phone book and who do you call?
She landed on NPI. Today, both NPI and Paul are here to collect more evidence.
I'm going to show you some of the equipment that we're using tonight during our investigation. This Fluffy, which is an electromagnetic field detector. Another option is the REM pod, once for yes, twice for no. This is our FLIR. It's a thermal device. I'll give you an example. You can shine the FLIR, you can see my hand, right? But if I take my hand away, you can see my print. Now, if there was another print beside that and I only had one hand here, who would it be?
Paul starts taking notes the second the investigation starts.
With the ghost investigations, it's important to understand how they conduct their investigations, and it became quite obvious to me that they are very structured.
He's been running the study for 3 years. Already, he's seeing patterns that form the culture of paranormal investigations.
You can also knock.
After an initial phone call, investigators meet their clients to establish mutual trust. The next step is one or several home visits to collect audio and video data. Lastly, they'll spend hours analyzing the material, looking for the answers that could help their clients.
Are y'all running? Recording now?
They set the first session up in the living room.
We're not here to harm you or displace you.
A series of questions aimed at the 2 ghosts they think are in the house. A girl and a tall man.
Can you tell us how old you are?
The hope is that they'll answer with a sound or by making contact with one of the devices scattered around the room. But it's not only about listening for answers.
Just a question for you. If you were to feel something in the last 5 minutes, was it on your left or right?
Left.
It's also about feeling.
For the couple minutes between the lamp and you, there's been something there for a couple of minutes.
Many of the members in the group say they are sensitive to unexplainable energies. Second step is to head upstairs where objects seem to move mysteriously. Footsteps were heard and apparitions were seen. They're curious about a new location.
One thing that was discovered when the closet was open was a girl's white dresser. And several of us have also picked up on a young girl, and she's also been seen. And so now we wonder, did this dresser have something to do with her? There's still secrets that we need to find out about her, about what happened and why she's here.
Another round of questions could reveal some of those secrets.
Can you try knocking on one of the beams?
No answer yet. They'll give it one last try in one of the rooms that has apparently seen most of the activity.
The spirit box is just a device that scans radio frequencies in reverse in the hopes that the spirits or entities that might be around can manipulate that white noise created and hopefully talk to us in real time. It's going to be a little noisy, so forgive us for this, but it's a great way for you to communicate.
They say the spirit box has worked for them before.
You want us to bring the ball back in here?
Giving them clues to who lived in the house.
Do you wish to talk to Kim?
I'm a great believer that everyday life is ridden with mysteries. I do not think that you can just use science to explain everything in the world.
But we can use science to understand how and why people try to solve those mysteries. Tonight's session helped confirm that investigators use a structured routine of initial contact, investigation, and data analysis to find clues that will comfort their clients.
We're down in the main living room.
He also confirmed something about the psyche of the investigators.
In paranormal investigations, people want to believe. And I'm really interested in the wanting to believe. I would say it's a very typical paranormal investigation where they've discovered some interesting things, but nothing very intense at this stage. But so a lot of the data, what they have found, won't be revealed until they sit down and do the analysis of the audio recordings, the videotapes as well.
We keep coming back for more and more and more because we just want to know, right? And we want to help. And for our own sakes, we really do want to see.